Strikers and wingers get the most accolades in football, but what about those that create these chances and pick up on their loose passes? Today, we talk about those who rule the game from deep midfield, see everything ahead, and deliver exquisite passes, those who turn football into art. And it's none other than the midfielders. In the history of football, there have been many brilliant midfielders, but today we will focus on three whose dominance on the field was particularly pronounced: Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. These three Spaniards playing for Barcelona and the Spanish national team perfected a unique style of play that many call tiki-taka. From the 182 Barcelona matches they played together, they won 124 times, drew 40 times, and lost only 18 times. What was the secret? How did this trio become so dominant without costing Barcelona a penny in transfer fees? Starting with the first captain of the three, Xavi Hernández. Young Xavi was 18 years old when he made his senior debut for Barcelona on August 18, 1998. Seeing how impressively the youngster performed, 2 months later, Barcelona's coach Louis van Gaal gave the Spaniard his first official start and scored the only goal for Barcelona in a 2-1 loss to Mallorca. From there, Xavi would go on to play 17 La Liga seasons, making 767 appearances in all competitions for his boyhood club. From the get-go, Xavi's impact was immediate and profound, and it wasn't long before he became a mainstay in the Barcelona midfield. Xavi's style of play focused on short, sharp passes and an extraordinary ability to maintain possession. This became the fulcrum around which Barcelona's play revolved. This style of play made his influence in midfield grow. He became a conductor, orchestrating the rhythm of play in midfield with every touch. This led to the club's success in the early 2000s as Barcelona clinched the La Liga title and the Supercopa in 2004-2005 when he was vice-captain. Under the tutelage of Pep Guardiola, Xavi found the perfect mentor to harness his abilities. The tiki-taka style of play that Guardiola espoused was tailor-made for Xavi's skill set. It was during this period that Barcelona not only dominated Spanish football, but also left an indelible mark on the European stage. Xavi's role in the team's success was undeniable, as he helped Barcelona secure a historic treble in 2008-2009 and 2014-2015, winning La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the UEFA Champions League. He also won third place in the FIFA Ballon d'Or in 2010 and 2011 and won the IFFHS World's Best Playmaker Award 4 consecutive times between 2008 and 2011. Why so many accolades? Why is Xavi considered one of the best midfielders in football history? One thing you cannot take away from the midfield maestro is his incredible vision and ball control. Xavi possessed phenomenal field vision, allowing him to deliver precise passes over long distances, creating scoring opportunities for his teammates. For Barcelona, the midfielder nailed 85 goals and supplied 185 assists. Another attribute of Xavi was his technical ability and football IQ. Xavi was always a step ahead of his opponents, reading the game and occupying advantageous positions on the field. He had an excellent understanding of his teammates' movements and always knew where to pass to create a dangerous moment. Not just a player, Xavi was a leader and captain of both Barcelona and the Spanish national team for many years. Capped 133 times with Spain, winning the 2010 World Cup and 2 European Championships with Spain. In Barcelona, he won 8 La Liga titles and 4 UEFA Champions Leagues, making him one of the most successful midfielders of all time. We'd love to also be one of the most successful football YouTube channels. A like and a sub will take us a step there. Back to the video. But since football is a game, Xavi's achievements depended on his teammates, one of whom was his equally legendary companion with whom he was constantly compared. Just like Xavi, Andrés Iniesta's career began with promise at the Barcelona Youth Academy, La Masia, where his exceptional vision and control of the ball were evident from an early age. It wasn't long before he was called up to join the first team, where he would go on to become the beating heart of one of the most successful clubs in the world. At Barcelona, Iniesta's trophy cabinet swelled with an astonishing collection of silverware, from 9 La Liga titles to 6 Copa del Rey titles, 7 Spanish Super Cups, 3 Club World Cup titles, 4 UEFA Champions League crowns, 2 UEFA European Championships, and even a World Cup. His partnership with Xavi Hernández and Sergio Busquets formed a trio that dominated football not just in Spain, but across the globe. Still, that hasn't taken away Iniesta's moments of brilliance, which are evidently known throughout history. One is his last-minute goal against Chelsea in the 2009 Champions League semi-final, which sent Barcelona to the final, where they would triumph over Manchester United. Also in the 2010 FIFA World Cup final against the Netherlands, where his winning goal secured the World Cup for his country. Iniesta possessed skills that made him one of the best midfielders in football history. One was that he was a great technical player with acute field vision. This allowed Iniesta to make precise passes over any distance, even in the most challenging situations. Don Andrés was a virtuoso with the ball and could dribble past several opponents with a single movement or even shoot outside the box. His game was always intelligent and rational. He never made unnecessary moves and always knew what to do with the ball. Also, Iniesta was a true creator in the midfield. He always sought unconventional solutions and could create goal-scoring opportunities out of nothing. His passes were often called magical because they were accurate, timely, and unpredictable for opponents. Throughout his Barcelona career, he delivered 185 assists and also netted 85 times. Iniesta's selflessness and willingness to play anywhere on the pitch were admirable. He was a complete midfielder. Speed, defense, attack, you name it, Iniesta got it. With Xavi, they caused huge problems for their opponents, but they needed a third person to watch their back when they went into attacking mode. Sergio Busquets was the man. He's the youngest of the famous Barcelona trio. Busquets' sporadic rise from the shadows of the academy to the limelight of the first team was astonishing. By September 2008, a 20-year-old Busquets was handed his debut by none other than Pep Guardiola, the visionary coach who revolutionized Barcelona's game. Against Racing Santander, Busquets played to the full 90 minutes, showcasing a maturity and composure that belied his years. The following month marked another milestone for Busquets as he scored his first goal for the senior team in a Champions League rout of Basel. His impact was immediate and profound, and by March 2009, he had celebrated his first La Liga goal against Athletic Bilbao. It was clear that Busquets would become a staple in Barcelona's midfield. As the 2008-2009 season unfolded, Busquets' role within the team solidified. He was instrumental in Barcelona's treble-winning campaign, starting in both the Copa del Rey and Champions League finals. His performances did not go unnoticed as he was awarded the Bravo Trophy, recognizing him as the best young player in Europe. The departure of Yaya Touré in the following season paved the way for Busquets to become Barcelona's primary defensive midfielder. His unique ability to read the game, intercept passes, and initiate attacks from deep within his own half was pivotal to Barcelona's success. Guardiola's faith in the La Masia graduate was unwavering, and Busquets repaid that faith with performances that would see him become the backbone of the team, taking his Barcelona appearances to 722, a figure surpassed only by Messi and Xavi. Busquets' game was never about personal glory or flashy statistics. With only 18 goals and 45 assists in over 700 matches, his contribution cannot be measured by numbers alone. His true impact lies in the spaces he creates, the tempo he sets, and the defensive stability he provides. And his trophy cabinet is a reflection of his importance to the team. Louis van Gaal, the Dutch tactician, once explained that Busquets' genius lies in his anticipation of the game, his ability to interpret the intentions of his teammates and opponents alike. 8 Spanish League titles, 3 Champions League titles, 7 Spanish Cups, 3 Club World Cups, 3 UEFA Super Cups, 6 Spanish Super Cups, 2-time European Championship title, and a World Cup all sits pretty. Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets, graduates of La Masia, Barcelona's academy, became the core of a team that dominated the football arena in the late 2000s and early 2010s. The foundation of their dominance started with their impeccable understanding of the game. From a young age, they played side by side, honing their skills and developing an unparalleled connection on the field. Also, Guardiola played a key role in the ball possession tactic the trio used. Led by conductor Xavi, virtuoso Iniesta, and anchor Busquets, together they preached total control of the ball, turning the game into a mesmerizing spectacle. Individual brilliance was also key, as each of them possessed phenomenal technique and field vision, reading the game like an open book. Their genius was in ball control, brilliant on-field decisions, and anticipating opponents' moves. Their star qualities didn't overshadow team spirit. They always played for the good of the team, putting its interest above all else. But all good things come to an end. The 2008-2009 season was a historic one for Barcelona, with the trio playing together in the first team for the first time. Their synergy was undeniable, and their dominance on the pitch was absolute. The team's possession stats soared, and opponents were often reduced to mere spectators in their own games. The trio's mastery was on full display in the 2009 UEFA Champions League final, where they orchestrated a 2-0 victory over the Red Devils. With time, the inevitability of change became evident. The great trio ceased to exist with Xavi, who, after winning a treble in 2015, bid farewell to the club he had served for 17 years. Iniesta followed in 2018 after a double-winning season, leaving behind a legacy of elegance and success. And Sergio Busquets left in 2023 for Inter Miami. Their trio's legacy is not just in the trophies won or the records set, but in the memories etched into the hearts of fans and the influence imparted to a generation of players. Yet, as they leave, they also pass on the torch to the next generation who will aspire to reach the lofty standards set by these iconic figures. Wow, that was something! Leave your comment below. Do you consider this trio the greatest midfield trio in the history of football? Subscribe to the channel and check out these 12 funny moments of football to cheer you up.